Agility, full of style, full of strategy. And right now, it's all about building up. You know what I mean? Don't matter how it is within this time. Right now, experiencing all of this confusion, illusion, and a systematical struggle. Alright, so right now is the time to just stay strong within self. Right? Keep that energy, that energy within you alive. No matter what, try not to put a lot of stress on yourself, knowing all of this right now is driving people, into fear, into, anxiety, and a sort of depression sort of vibration. So right now, despite all of that, this is the time to know your confidence, right? Because you have to stand up in that, despite all this craziness, right, and hastiness, this pandemic. Alright, so pay attention and stay strong within yourself, right? Open up yourself, to a higher possibility, which means you believe in your Creator. If you believe in your Jesus so much, right, then put as much faith in that energy, right? Because that's the only way I can put it right now. Put your faith in that, and don't allow these people to confuse you, mistreat you legally, and abuse you legally, right? Because that is a mental crime. That is a mental crime to use this pandemic to confuse people, right? To use this pandemic to keep people in fear, to use this pandemic to keep people, in that anxiety, depression sort of vibes, right? To use this pandemic to confuse even the little children, right? Because wicked people want to design a different way of life to benefit their needs, to benefit their agenda. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. That is a mental crime. Mental crime. Hell to the no. Hell to the no, yo. And let's really look at this and really seeing what is happening. These MFs should be charged for mental crime. Psychology, using psychology on people that don't really, not aware of themselves to a certain extent, because they were indoctrinated. All of this right now, all of this, right? Look into it, question it, and find your faith and confidence within yourself to see your reality and how things is real within this time and space, within nature. The most realest thing you can ever look on. Find that. Because nothing beats realism. Anything that is real cannot hide. So that means you can find what is real. You see, when you take the veil from off your eyes and realize and read between their lies. You just got to sit down sometime and analyze certain things. You see, even that name, analyze, we're under lies. And you have to really, you got to open your eyes and see for yourself. Right? Honestly, I'm just speaking from a heart space consciousness right now, not an intellectual consciousness, or in just that both existence of mental and heart consciousness in the same moment. Because I really understand this, I understand it, and I see it for myself. When an individual can see to that extent of what is happening, you can't stand it no more, right? Because when you want to go against the laws of nature, right, and inflict danger on our children, inflict danger on our uncles, brothers, friends, and other family members, how can we not speak up against that? Even to express myself like this and express myself to others who know me, can't stand this, right? And it's time for us as a people to fully realize for self. That means if you even have to do your own investigation, do it. Find sometimes, somehow to do even that. You see? Because even if, look at this, even if a little baby want to use their head to achieve something from their parents, what you expect these people who are in authority to do? When an individual cannot see to a certain extent what is going on because of indoctrination. So if some of you watch this video and say you find any sort of lies or any sort of wrong information, then something wrong with you. Because in this time and space right now, I know that it's real, and other people like me who can see to a certain extent or to a certain level, or can see truth and what is real for self, they know that this is true. So listen, please, and try to understand what I'm telling you, because this pandemic was designed to break the will and the mental plane down to even the level of an animal, the lowest animal, if possible, to an animalistical state. When you really understand what I'm trying to say, animalistical state, which means that is down in the lowest form of a human being, and to that extent, to a level down, you find the animalistical nature of life, right? Which we are a part of that too. But we are human beings with reasoning and a higher consciousness of perceiving this world, even though you have some animals who can tap into that ability, right? So knowing that, and with that said, the animalistical state, right, that's the lowest level they want to keep some human beings on. The human beings, the people who they can fully control, right, low to that state. The ones who really pass up through that animalistical state to find their heart space, they manipulated that too based on emotion. How an individual feels this, if that person is not balanced within that heart space, then you will find that that person can be manipulated emotionally if that person is not balanced, right? So when they break down the will of human beings and allow them to vibrate on a fearful vibration in an animalistical state, anything is possible. I find a lot of violence. And you wonder how violence cannot really stop. It's both a spiritual thing, an emotional, right, and a mental thing. So both on the lowest form of an animal to the mental plane of a human being, if they manipulated that, then what they expect, this is like a prison that you really gotta escape spiritually, when you can actually accept yourself for who you are and look into life and see what is really the most realistical thing there is, and just go forward. Find your higher self, find your purpose. Life is much more than what it seems like. Life is much more than, getting a 9 to 5, even though we have to do that to survive in this matrix, in this systematical way of life. If you're not like the people in certain civilization, like, how could I put this, the Amazon people, are people who just live in nature, away from the system, right, away from this matrix, and just live naturally without all of this bullshit. Because if we gotta pay to be manipulated, what is the sense in that? Right? Because I know within myself that every information within this systematical system, this shitstem, it's designed to keep people, like, keep people down. It's not information with substance that can really benefit you, even though you need it. It's just parts and pieces and bits of scattered information. It's not in its full capacity. So it's like pieces of everything scrambled along this systematical order way of doing things. The systematical order, the order of doing things. So basically, we just catching knowledge here and there and here, bits and pieces of that information, those information, right, which is not placed in the correct order, right? It's not in alignment with the universe and the higher planes. We have to come out of that systematical way of things, a systematical way of learning, a systematical way of life, and go back into the rhythm of nature, the rhythm of natural law, the rhythm of natural levity. So I hope a lot of people can grasp this, because some people, with them, people like me, they try to have like this understanding, like, no, it's crazy because of the things that he is speaking about, or she speaking about, or them speaking about, because a lot of people cannot tap into a higher level of perceiving life, and that is the problem, because you can't blame people. You blame the ones who is causing this indoctrination. This indoctrination is what is keeping people from growing naturally through the universal alignment of natural law and natural way of doing things. So I can't blame the people. I blame the ones who are trying to have this dominant control over the races of people, not just black, not just white, right, or whatever they want to call it, Chinese, Spanish, Americans. It's everywhere. People in the Latino community, right, the black community, white community, of people is all over the world. This brainwashing, systematical order of things, way of doing things, way of planning, the way of learning. The only way some of us are, the only way people can really escape to a certain level is to tap into that love vibration. The love vibration is the key to enter into what they call heaven, to what they call the higher state of mind. Love. And it's something, love is not a vibration that should be abused. Right? Love is a vibration that should be used to heal each other and not look on like, oh, a person is weak because they're sharing compassion. In the Jesus story, what they showed in the Jesus story and the imagery of what that energy is all about is having compassion, right? And to go past that, you gotta be like in tune with self and understand what the vibration and the frequency and the energy of love is, and to make it past that heart space into the ways of expression and seeing with clarity, knowing how to speak this realism into existence, and then rise that vibration to the eye, right? Your inner eye, which they call the third eye, or some people call it the first eye, which is very factual. The first eye is indeed, the inner eye is indeed the first eye, right? So with that expansion of consciousness, you can actually perceive, life on a higher level, understand it to understand it in a natural way, and to see it in a realistical way is the best way. To see it in the realistical way, then you can see it in any other way, right? So when you raise that vibration, which you have to pass that heart space, people really got to know what love is, the rhythm of love. Not saying this is what gets people mixed up too. A person who understand or overstand what love is knows what the negative vibration of it is. So mine feel like a person who knows what the law of nature is and the balance of it, stand between it in oneness, right? So we understand what that vibration is all about too. And if our lives feel threatened, then we gotta use that to protect ourselves. It's just that people look at it different. Some it's a hate. Some people say we don't call that bad side, that dark side, right? That dark side of an human being is used to protect the inner light, right? Because you gotta protect that too. And then when you raise the vibration, the frequency and energy into the throat chakra, then you can speak this divine vibration. You can speak realistical things into nature, into the minds of people who can perceive it, and even the ones that can't. And when you raise this vibration to the first eye, that level, then you have passed the gate of this divine frequency, right? It gives you that confidence and that compassion together. It turns that individual on this journey into a spiritual warrior, right? And then above that, when you understand life in a realistical way, in realism, right? To a height of degree in spirituality, and to a high degree within self. The systematical, the the systematical way of life too, which we understand, and the natural law of life, living in reality, and to spiritual understanding, to the spiritual plane. So to the spiritual plane, having this understanding and this natural knowing, this cosmic um, visionary intuitive understanding, we can able to gain more awareness, from other realms of awareness, other realms of divinity, where it's like a computer that downloads information, that downloads from something that is known as the Akashic records, that is the collective memory of this planet, right? I'll repeat that again. It's like a collective consciousness of the planet, the memory from the past into the present and the future, and into other time sphere, right? Yeah. So when you reach to that level now, which meditation, this is what meditation helps to do, is to keep that center with an open mind, right? And having the understanding through, the root of yourself, which is the root chakra, and even lower than that, but not getting into that right now, to your sexual chakra, the third chakra, fourth, fifth, and all the way above. So that's when you connect to self, you're like a signal to the universe. And when you become a signal to the universe, you attract the light the frequency that you are standing in. And from there you attract a certain sort of vibration to you, which will show clarity to your understanding, to your mind, to your free intuitive mind, right? Your openness. But the thing is, to be a spiritual warrior, you got to know how to protect yourself and shield yourself from toxic energies, what they would call energy vampires. And it's on all levels. Don't think that it's from on the physical plane alone. It's to the highest degree of spirituality, right? To having your soul, right? So you gotta protect your energy at all times. The way you protect your energy is standing up in your light. When you pass the fourth gate, which deals with love, you're actually vibrating on a higher frequency. Knowing that you're vibrating on a higher frequency, that will give you the ability to shield yourself from negative vibration, right? The thing is, within the physical realm, the physical life of you, your physical self, indeed you must protect yourself, right? By all means necessary. That's a law for a spiritual warrior. Because when you start vibrating on higher levels, people will definitely see that and feel that. Alright? So when they start to feel your energy, your vibration, it's like speaking to something within them. Speaking to something within them. Right? So the people who are indoctrinated with certain beliefs, when they look on people like me, they try to understand why I don't speak like them? Why you feel like you know everything, right? Why when somebody is speaking to you, you seem to have all the answers? So that's another level of that's another level where people just try to be critics, say certain things that, oh, you got to know Jesus, right? You got to come to the church, you got to go to Buddha class, you got to meditate, you got to, and it goes on and on. Oh, and if you're a Rasta and you don't know Selassie, then you're straying. That's another thing too. So people like me, you know, some people can't understand. That's because I locks up my hair. It seems like you're in the Rasta community, not judging the Rasta community, but I'm saying that I'm aware of that understanding too. I'm aware that Rasta people understand the natural way, right? But through great and powerful King Selassie, to me, they stray a little bit. Because you can worship an ancestor, yes, which is powerful like Selassie. But remember, you must elevate yourself to that vibration of Selassie too, which was teaching, natural way of doing things, and having that divine understanding to share with the African nation, African people, and other people of this planet who understand that way, right? So now you have to find that divinity within yourself, right? And be even greater than who that divine entity was and is, if you understand what I'm saying. So what I'm saying right now, don't limit yourself, yo. Don't limit yourself. Never. Because the divine people of this that pass through this phase of life knew this. I know you have these wicked people, yo. Wicked people who feed up on the energy of the people like some damn vampires, right? And try to lower the vibration of humanity, lower the vibration of men down to the animalistic state, when they have and know that these people who are in this authority, they have information that can benefit the human race and put things back into order as how it's supposed to be. Give back the original people their artifacts, and let us continue to raise the vibration of this planet and the people within it, that we can experience the full divinity of this universe. This is a message, right? This message is not ordinary message. It's not even an extraordinary message. It's a divine message to those who can really perceive it and understand it. And to those who have a sort of understanding to this nature, there's more to accomplish within your divine self. And to the ones who can't really understand this, cannot really gain this understanding, then continue to build your energy past that heart space. Know what true love is. Loving yourself to the highest level. Loving yourself like you just love yourself beyond this planet here. Love yourself. Honor yourself. Respect yourself. Alright? And open up to this divine vibration. And they say some people suffer from anxiety. Sometimes When your heart space is open, you're feeling all this energy, you're feeling what the truth of it is. Right? Some people can't feel it too much because it's too much. But I'm telling you that you have that divine power within you to embrace it and pass that fourth gate of what divine love is and climb up into your real existence within this universal vibration, this quantum life, right? This divine universe, the divine mind. Pass that heart space, and that is a message to those who need it. Pass this heart space, and embrace what that true energy is all about, that divine energy. That means you don't have the energy of envy to hate another person. You don't have the energy of hate to condemn another person, but to help another person to see what is possible, right? So that means healing another person from that trauma, that they don't have to deal with no more drama or karma. All right, so just stay in tune with self, build self, and love self. Real, rapid. You know, it's agile, full of style, full of strategy.